Hey folks, this is the Lazy Hiker. I'm at the Mee Canyon Trailhead, Black Ridge Wilderness Area, very near Colorado National Monument. We're going to Mee Canyon Trail today, and this says it's 2.1 miles. I thought it was a little further. We'll see how the GPS says. This says caution, not recommended for people who don't know what they're doing. There's a short section that's kind of sketchy. I'm going to see how tough that might be. But we're going to the Mee Canyon Alcove, which is this huge alcove. You'll see it. It's almost like a cave, but it's an alcove. So that's where we're headed. This is going to be down all the way, up all the way back. Well, we finally get to a section of the trail which I would consider pretty extreme. Very steep. I'll try to show you a picture looking up when I get down there. Yep, that's steep. It's really not terrible because it's kind of a steps up. My hiking poles did save me once though. So I believe this is a section of the trail that someone took a picture of on the internet. Made it look all scary. It doesn't really look that bad. I'm going to go across it, but there's also an alternate path that goes around. So you don't have to do this. It's like 2.5 feet wide. This is not scary. Really not much of a drop off. A little bit. Maybe there's this other section. At 1.8 miles, you'll come to this intersection. You would think you would need to go up, but there's a barrier here. I put the no there just to make sure. What you have to do is go down, and it's not going to be easy. People must use that log for a way down, looks like, which is what I'll have to do. So here's a hard part of your scramble. So here's the view if you take the left trail, which you should not. You need to go down at that point. So look for that point. So you're going to use that log to get down. You're going to come down here, come down this crack on the slick rock. It's pretty steep. You'll wonder if you're going the right way. You You get over here, see this neat little thing, but what you can't see until you get down here is a ladder. So do you definitely know you're going the right way? Getting closer. Okay, this part is a little sketchy, if this is indeed the way I'm supposed to go. I'll have to see. I don't see a trail anywhere else. Okay, that wasn't the way. Apparently that's the way. See the rock cairn up there? I don't see how it can be any better. Guess I have to crawl through that little space. That is indeed the trail. You can actually go over the top. I guess you can crawl through the middle. I might crawl through the middle on the way back. There's the cairns. Saying we're on the right track. Okay, I think I finally reached the spot where they showed the picture on the internet. Pretty narrow, but not horrible. Though, what do you do at the end? Go down. Okay, at the end of this shelf, it is a bit sketchier than I thought at first. You'll have to go down the chute, and the width of the shelf will be only as wide as your foot at the end when you start down. So be careful. Well, there's a trail down there almost to the bottom, and then we got to wind up the canyon to the alcove. Look how bright these paintbrush are. This canyon continues that way. I think this is the alcove. We'll know in about 5 seconds. How can it not be? There's a little water flow in here if you need to filter some water, which I probably will. And here is the alcove. Try to walk slow so it's not jumpy. It's cool in here. Nice view out there, if that shows up. I'll try to take some pictures. Some kind of creature. Could definitely get some water from there. So it looks like it's 2.7 miles to the alcove, not 2.1. So that makes it 5.4 miles total. It took me about 2.5 hours to get here. I'm sure it's going to take me twice that to get back. 5 hours probably, we'll see. But it's a tough trail. The last mile is tough. The rest of it, no problem. There is some places where it's hard to see where the trail is, you have to look around for the rock herons. If you don't, you can get lost easily. So you have to be careful all in the last mile of the trip though. The rest of it's easy. Whether you want to do it just by itself, I don't know. The canyon itself is pretty. The alcove you can see for yourself. You can judge whether you think it'd be worth it to come down here. It's neat, but I don't know. There's a big area here for sitting down, even a campfire. I think I'll just rest, but it's here when you're ready. Here's the trail down in the canyon. And now we climb back up. Here's a look up the canyon. And here's a look up the trail. There's a rock heron. The next one's up there. You have to get over this rock. Not as easy as it looks. There's a lot of tough sections on the climb. Here's another one. I'm not showing you nearly all of them, but just you need to know what you're getting into. Straight ahead is where that little window is that you either have to call through or go over the top of. My hiking poles are still there. I left them. There's too much trouble with this climbing involved. We're going back up. We've got to go around here, skirt that alcove wall, go behind that hill where the ladder is. Right there, straight ahead, if you can see it. I'm going to go up to the right a little bit, and there's a tree that we're going to have to use to get up on one of the shelves, and we'll finally be back on top mostly. The rest of the way is a gradual up here and there. Well, it took me an hour and a half to get back up, which is not as bad as I thought it would be. Going down is almost as hard or harder, so it was a little quicker going down, but then I found a great place for my hammock and I rested for about an hour and a half. Now I got 2 more miles to go. This trail is difficult, strenuous, extreme, all those things. I wouldn't suggest doing it by yourself. I have seen no one on this trail today going or coming since 10 a.m. and it's like 4:30. So you won't have help from other people is what I'm trying to say. So bring a friend, that would be a good idea. There's places where you could slip and fall easily. You break your leg or sprain it and then you're stuck and you can't get back up. Some of those points you need your full ability, and bringing a rope wouldn't be a bad idea either. So as far as if it's worth it, I don't know. It was an experience. I enjoyed it. I can say I did it, and this is probably the toughest trail I've ever done. But the alcove, you see the pictures on the internet, and they Photoshop them, and they look all beautiful and purple and greenish, and that is not how it looks. It's dark and gray. So you'll see my pictures, and that's how it actually looks. I do very little editing to my pictures. I just take out some overexposure mainly. I don't want to change what it actually looks like. So thanks for watching The Lazy Hiker, and if you do this trail, enjoy your hike and be careful. Back at this first descent you'll come down, just remember, if you think this is scary or tough, it gets much worse, so don't continue if you're worried.
In a separate video, I'm going to show the ascent of the canyon at the end there where the ladder was. So if you're interested in seeing that, it might be boring to some, but some may be interested.